Hello everybody and welcome to the Martinsville Speedway for the 2025 NASCAR Cup Series Cookout 400 and the 7th race for our 2025 NR2003 NASCAR Cup Series season as we are underway here at Martinsville Speedway, known as the paperclip because it looks just like one. The track layout as Ryan Blaney in the 12 going to take the lead early here at Martinsville ahead of Chase Elliott and Denny Hamlin. So Blaney's Advanced Auto Parts Ford leads the way down the back stretch, though some contact and around goes the 21 of Josh Berry. Gets turned at a very low speed going into turn 3 by the 45 of Tyler Reddick in a very minor slide for Berry, and only some very minor damage sustained, nothing too crazy. But Josh Berry spun out, and that'll bring out our first caution of the day on the very first lap of racing here in Martinsville. So the chaos already beginning early, as we've seen in many previous races here at Martinsville. So after some weird pit strategy after only one lap of racing, Chase Elliott will lead us back to the green flag on lap 7. Of course, Elliott winless this season, did not win last season until the very end of the regular season at Richmond, but made a deep playoff run. Now he's trying to get back in victory lane and make it 3 straight victories for Hendrick Motorsports as he leads Ryan Preece here at Martinsville. Now the cautions come out for a big wreck. Christopher Bell is wedged into the inside wall. He got dumped by Kyle Busch, and Bell's I think the bumper is stuck in the safer barrier, some kind of weird glitch right there. Bell is stuck in the wall, and that will be end of the day for Christopher Bell. Of course, is your Phoenix winner, going to be out of this race. So now your leader's pitted on that last restart. So now it'll be the 11 of Denny Hamlin restarting in the race lead. Right now we're looking at Michael McDowell. He's trying to get back on the lead lap. Christopher Bell still the only car out of the race. So yeah, it'll be Denny Hamlin, his number 11 Progressive Toyota, brand new sponsor for him on that car for 18 races this season, leading the way here in Martinsville as he tries to get another Martinsville victory to his already impressive resume here at this racetrack. Now on lap 46, here comes the 60 of Ryan Preece to the inside, and Preece is leading the way in Martinsville. A great short track racer in his own right here, making a great move there to get around the 11 of Denny Hamlin, who shoves him a little wide there. We're going to continue to battle for the lead here. Preece and Hamlin into 1 and 2. Hamlin trying to get by the 60. Can he make it happen? Not quite, as Hamlin and Preece will continue to battle down the back straightaway. Coming on to lap 48 this time by 2 very good short track racers. Of course, Preece grew up racing short tracks in the Northeast, Stafford Speedway, Berlin Raceway in Connecticut. He's been doing a great job, and now he and Hamlin are battling for the race lead. Of course, Hamlin has so many wins here, Richmond, Bristol, all the short tracks here in the Southeast. And now Ryan Preece will prevail into the race lead, being followed by the lap car Ryan Blaney. Speaking of Blaney, gets wrecked by Kyle Busch into 1, and your pole sitter's in the wall. There goes Ryan Blaney, gets dumped by Kyle Busch and collects the 19 to Chase Briscoe. A hard hit for Blaney, who just doesn't seem to have anything going his way luck-wise this season, and just continues to struggle, being caught up in a lot of wrecks that aren't his fault. That was a prime example. Well, that's the second guy, Kyle Busch, has spun out today, so I don't know, a little bit of frustration under the hood of that 8 car. We'll see what happens. As William Byron, by the way, last season's winner of the playoff race, almost took the lead, and there goes Cole Custer, turned around by former Truck Series rival John Hunter Nemechek into the inside wall. And Custer goes around, bringing out a quick caution, which is going to let a bunch of guys get back on the lead laps. That actually helps a good portion of the field there. And now William Byron leading the way here on lap 83. 2 to go in stage 1. Cindric, Bowman, and Keselowski, who are all running inside the top 5, are coming down pit road on the last lap of the stage. A very confusing pit call there is going to cost them all, I believe, a lap here on the racetrack, as William Byron is going to make his way through 3 and 4, and Byron going to pick up his 2nd stage win this season. Byron wins stage 1 here in Martinsville. Joey Logano will come across the line in 2nd, followed by Denny Hamlin in 3rd. 4th place, AJ Allmendinger, Austin Dillon are the top 5. Then Noah Gragson, Ryan Preece, Ricky Stenhouse, Chase Elliott, Riley Earpst, and Ross Chastain the top 10. So Byron picks up another stage win, gets it done here at Martinsville, and I'll begin stage number 2. So stage 2 now of William Byron pits, so that will give the lead out to the 22 of Joey Logano. Of course, your 2018 Cup Series champion leading the way. You got Denny Hamlin back there in 2nd, as well as a couple lap cars here. Kyle Busch and Ryan Blaney rejoining the racetrack after all the host of repairs he has had to make after the multiple incidents he has been involved in so far today. And it looks like he'll be working together with his teammate Joey Logano here, as he'll be blocking Denny Hamlin and Kyle Busch behind him. So Logano leads the way here on lap 97 here at Martinsville. There's a spin, caution on the track. Tyler Reddick, just like Christopher Bell, has been stuck in the pit wall. The Martinsville glitch strikes again. This time the 45's back bumper is on top of the safer barrier, and Reddick is out of this race, joining his teammate Christopher Bell in the garage. And that's a shame, because Reddick was having a solid top 15 day going, but that has now come to an end. And so since that caution, more pit strategy. Logano comes down pit road, thus cycling the lead to the 11 of Denny Hamlin once again. Hamlin, his progressive Toyota for JGR, leading the pack. AJ Allmendinger having another strong run behind him there in second. So Denny Hamlin in control at Martinsville, so caution would come out. So back in lap 171 is now the 38 of Zane Smith and the 54 of Ty Gibbs leading the way. Ty Gibbs has had a nightmarish start to this season, both in our simulations and in real life. Is now your race leader here at Martinsville, trying to turn things around with Allmendinger. And how about the 38 of Zane Smith having a solid start to the day right there behind him in third place. So Gibbs leads the way as we go down the front straight. Field up there, caution's out on the racetrack, and Gilliland's going to get turned around by Denny Hamlin and collect Ross Chastain, who's going to pick up some damage. So the 1 and the 34 going to bring out the caution flag. Ty Gibbs out front, so now he pitted, so everything cycles back out to Denny Hamlin, leading this race with the 60 of Ryan Preece right there behind him in second. You see the 6 there, Brad Keselowski struggling, trying to race his way back onto the lead lap in 10th position right now, as he's had to make some repairs for some damage sustained a couple of restarts ago. But it's still Hamlin in control of this race. And here we are, last up stage 2, going to be the first stage win of the season for Denny Hamlin. Denny Hamlin going to win stage 2 here in Martinsville. Hamlin a dominant stage win. Ryan Preece another impressive second place run in the stage. Byron comes across third. Logano is fourth. Ty Gibbs is going to round out the top 5. A much needed good run for him. Zane Smith in 6th. Allmendinger is 7th. Noah Gragson is 8th. Ross Chastain 9th. And 1 lap down, Brad Keselowski brings it home in 10th. So Denny Hamlin wins stage 2 after William Byron takes stage 1. Both of them are tied for the most stage points earned today at 18. Who is going to bring home the trophy and go to victory lane today as AJ Allmendinger gets spun around right as we go green here at Martinsville to begin stage 2, but no caution is called as he's able to get down to the pit lane. So we stay green after Kyle Busch gets his 3rd car of the day. He got Christopher Bell, Ryan Blaney, and now we got AJ Allmendinger. Hamlin was driving away with the race lead, and now on lap 223, Ryan Preece once again showing his face up at the front of this field. He will be to the inside of Denny Hamlin, taking the race lead here to the inside of that number 11 progressive Toyota. Preece is Build Submarines Ford for RFK Racing. His new team has been having a phenomenal start to the season. Couple of stage wins in real life, multiple top 10s, and now these two are battling with the 24. William Byron now in the mix of the race lead. Big stack up, a big crash in front of him. Todd Gilliland in the 34. I think he was trying to pit and was shoving Brad Keselowski all the way down the racetrack. So then he runs right into the pit wall and completely destroys that race car. And Keselowski also gets some damage as he's on the inside pit wall. So a very weird wreck right there. He's going to take Gilliland out of this race and damage Brad Keselowski. And Keselowski's teammate, Ryan Preece in the 60, leading the way here, 171 to go. And Martinsville now on that restart is ahead of both Byron and Hamlin. And Preece trying to pull away and get his first career Cup. Actually, no, it would be his 3rd career Cup win. He won a couple of races, I think, back in 2023 in our simulations. And so caution's out on the speedway. There is an accident, looks like possibly involving Shane Van Gisbergen in the 88. SVG, maybe, yep. SVG squeezing up the racetrack, gets turned, but mainly the worst of it goes to Ryan Blaney and Denny Hamlin, the 11, who has been so dominant today. Your stage 2 winner involved in his first wreck of the day. The damage, though, doesn't look that bad, so I think he will be okay. So now after some pit strategy, Joey Logano is back out front of this race, restarting the lead here with 138 laps to go. Denny Hamlin is currently scored in 2nd. A lot of lap cars all over the place here in what has been a pretty wild race so far here in Martinsville, but that's what we've come to expect here from the paper clip. And now 3 wide squeeze, and around goes Michael McDowell and Ross Chastain into turn 1. Your points leader into the outside wall. Michael McDowell also around, just running out of room, going 3 wide. A little bit of damage there to Priest, running into the back of Ty Gibbs. Not what you wanted to do there. And Chastain keeps getting bumped into by multiple more cars on the track. But back at the front, it'll still be Joey Logano leading this race. And now there's a parking lot into turn 1, so everyone's going to hit slam on the brakes, and a big stack up. Damage to the 11. The 48 gets more damage. Busch, Gregson, Ty Dillon, Cody Ware, cars running into everybody, all running into each other in a wild turn of events. Austin Cindric is going to be out of this race in the 2, surprisingly. And now, Chase Elliott in the 9, who was once 1 lap down in this race, has found his way back to the front of the pack and is leading at Martinsville with 130 laps to go. Coming back from a lap down, Chase Elliott, your leader at Martinsville. And now we move on to the white flag in the air, final lap presented by Credit One Bank. It has been an absolutely dominant final stage from Chase Elliott. All he needed to do was get back on the lead lap. That's what he did. And now once he got the lead with 130 to go, he just drove away from everybody. And now is going to make it 3 consecutive weeks with a Hendrick Motorsports driver in victory lane. Chase Elliott wins at Martinsville. He will win the Cookout 400, and that's 3 straight wins for Hendrick. Denny Hamlin with a strong second-place finish right here. Just not quite able to do enough to get the victory. How about Kyle Larson rebounds to 3rd. Ryan Preece, a great top 5 effort in 4th. Byron 5th. Logano 6th. Then it will be Noah Gragson and Ross Chastain 7th and 8th. And then the top 10 rounded out by Alex Bowman and Ryan Blaney, each 2 laps down. So Chase Elliott leads 145 laps here at Martinsville, winning the race, his 20th career win. And of course, 3 straight weeks, 3 different drivers now for Hendrick Motorsports locked into the playoffs with victories. As you see your final race results, Chase Elliott, the winner, also had the Xfinity fastest lap, so that is a bonus point to Elliott. Denny Hamlin, that is consecutive weeks he has come home the bridesmaid in 2nd position, 2 straight runner-ups. Hamlin, when will he break through and get that win? We will see. Kyle Larson, another podium finish in 3rd. Tremendous run from Ryan Preece in 4th, and William Byron continues to be consistent, running at your top 5. Then Logano, Gragson, Chastain, another top 10 for your points leader. Bowman and Blaney, the top 10. See if the rest are good there. How about Casey Mears, 19th place in his return to the Cup Series? And I look at your updated Cup Series playoff grid. Of course, now you're going to see 3 of the 5 drivers locked in with wins. Drive for Rick Hendrick, Kyle Larson with 2 wins, Bowman and Elliott each with a win a pop in the playoffs. And now William Byron, the only one who's not in, but he's got a very comfortable 85-point gap to the cut line. AJ Allmendinger, a phenomenal start to the year, top 10 in points. Noah Gragson as well. You got Keselowski, Cindric in there. And then Logano, Earp, Stenhouse right near that cut line. Bubba Wallace, Chase Briscoe, and Denny Hamlin now sits on the playoff bubble, just 5 points above your 2022 champion, Daniel Suarez. And then Kyle Busch out by 7, Ty Dillon out by 17, and Ryan Blaney out by 24 in that 20th position in points. So a big win for Chase Elliott here at Martinsville. And as we end this episode, as always, I want to give a special shout out to my channel members. Thank you very much to Brenda Breen and Jeremy Isley for your support. I really appreciate it. It means a lot to me and helps this channel continue to grow on our road to 1,000 subscribers and produce some awesome content, as we just recently eclipsed 980. So those of you who are not watching this video, or who are watching this video, or not subscribed, please do subscribe. I would really appreciate it. It's completely free. It only takes a couple of seconds, and it helps me out a ton. If you want to become a paid channel member and get a shout out every video, link is in the description down below. And until next week, I hope you all have a good one.